Start her up.
Hey guys, George here from ARE Trains. We're talking about everything promotes the train.
We're back here with another live stream. Great to see everybody here on a Fast Friday.
That's right. Very fast.
Good times, good times. I am Wally.
I'm George, otherwise known as GFW Trains.
And I'm Wally, the guy that teaches GFW Trains places. George likes to say that just because he got his driver's license.
But I'm going to be driving myself to Sycamore tomorrow.
All right. Well, hey, I hope everyone's having a great Friday. Looking forward to a great weekend. How about you, George?
Oh yeah, we played a baseball game today. Unfortunately, we didn't win. But it is a good start to the week.
Cool. Well, you know what? I have to say, based on that, it's really great that everybody's come to join us this evening. We've been kind of off and on the last couple of weeks. We knew that it was going to kind of come to this after we were doing these streams every day. We knew it would slow down. And now we're doing the streams so that we can when we can, but we're going to try and get them up every Friday. But we've been rather sporadic, so thank you, everybody, for coming back. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us and being part of our Fast Friday. So welcome to the stream. I hope you're going to have a good time tonight.
Oh yeah, cannot wait. For the festivities to begin.
Right on. So lots of things to talk about this evening, right? For those of you that are just coming back tuned in a little bit and haven't seen the live stream in a while, we have got a new addition to the layout. What do we got, George?
Well, got the top level up. So that's pretty cool. And as you can see, we're running the GG1, which is an engine that I don't think has been on the stream since the GG1 versus the Big Boy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the race that we had with the GG1 versus the Big Boy. And that's the Grand Champion Train Race. Did that one beat the GG1?
Yes. No.
I'm sorry, the Big Boy. Right.
So, yeah, I don't think the whole set of cars has ever been on there. The whole set's ever been on. Actually, technically, this isn't the whole set, but this set has been on the stream ever, so other than last week.
That's my favorite train right there. As you guys know, if you've been around GFW Trains, I am a big GG1 fan, and my dad has over the years given me all of this, the cars for this set, and this beautiful JLC GG1 set. All of them. I love that set. So, but the other cool part is we got the upper level done, or at least we got a circle of track. It's not completely done because we still got to complete the dog bone up here, but we got it done. We got it in operation. So, wahoo.
So yeah, that's what we got going on. There's also I was thinking about. So you asked me in the car right over there today, what are we gonna talk about during the stream?
Right.
I was thinking about it, and we recently got a new train.
We did, didn't we? Yes,
It's
we
been
did.
about a month since we've gotten it. It's been a little bit longer than that, but we have gotten a new engine that I don't think anybody on the stream knows about.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about this beautiful.
We'll get to that.
Oh, well, I just saw something right here. George, let's get to what you were talking about, and I like where you're going with this. But I also saw that Slipskull's on here, and he's the one that's making these beautiful 737 fuselage cars right here.
Oh yeah. So if you saw it, I have to get up the way.
That's all right.
What's really cool, he's the only guy in all of the O-scale market who makes scale 737, or actually just Boeing airplane fuselages. And it's really cool. So he sells them in kits, and you can buy, actually we have a kit down here, if you want to grab it under the layout, so you can show everybody.
Hold on a second. Hold on, I think. We're getting some out of focus here. Oh, it's just one person says that it's out of focus.
Okay.
All right.
So, can you grab the kit phone real quick?
Sure.
All right. So it comes with, when you get the kit, it comes with 4 parts to the fuselage, and they kind of have these little like end pieces that slip into each of the parts of the fuselage. And you got the front and the back. If you're really if you're into the 027 stuff, you can make it into a
little one,
little one, yeah. Like a what would you call this? A 737 like
mini.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. So you got that, and glue them. Or you have to do a little bit of work. But you glue them together. You paint it up. You add all the decals. And it ends up looking like this.
After you paint it up, he's done a really, really nice job with this model. Beautiful, beautiful piece. And we're going to be doing an actual video on this ourselves, but we're also dropping it up on the live stream. We've got a link in the description down below for this. Beautiful, beautiful engine, if you're, or not engine, but fuselage, if you're interested in purchasing one. We thank Slipskull there for allowing us to show it off here on the screen.
Yeah. So
and we'll be putting one together ourselves.
So what the kit includes is it includes the 3 main pieces, and then it includes some of the side details for the fuselage. It also includes these pieces for a Atlas 80-foot rock card.
Yep.
80, or 80, something along those lines. But it includes these parts that which you will put on the front and the back, like this of the black car. You put them like this, and then the fuselage just fits right on top. So you'll need 2 of these to complete the set, though. And you put this, you put the fuselage on here, and then the car behind it's just kind of give it an extra like couple feet so it doesn't swing and get anything on the back of it. But it's really, really cool. Honestly, it's got to be one of the coolest things, coolest OCO products that are out there. Yeah, it's a really neat idea. Unfortunately, it does not come with the flat cars, but that means we have a lot of flexibility on what kind of flight type you can pick. Although if we were expensive with the Atlas, we would put flat cars. But here's the I'm going to put this. Really cool.
Good stuff. Good stuff. We got a link in the description below if you're interested in purchasing one of those. I do believe that that in regards to the Kip Slipskull, who has a YouTube channel, he's on here right now. If you have any questions, give him a shout. Give him a shout. Audio has a little bit of work. Shoot. Jasper just gonna hit.
Anyways, going back to the
Before we do that, let's hold that thought, because I want to get to that. But let's check everybody in on the screen as they need. And you know what else I'm going to do? Everybody who's here, hold tight before we do that. It sounds like we've got some sound and audio issues here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut down the stream and start it back up. Hopefully that'll clear up some of the audio issues that we have. So please hang tight. I'm going to shut things down and then start it back up. So bear with us. Bear with us. And we're back. Hopefully we got better audio on this one. So and I don't know. Sometimes people say it's good, sometimes it's bad, but On our end, we just have to trust what people are saying. So we'll roll with what we got now. And if our audio is bad or our video is bad, we're sorry about that, but we're going to roll with what we got. Trust me, if you think our audio and video is bad now, you should look at some of our first streams where we didn't know what the heck we were doing, huh?
Yeah, this is like, that was like driving on like a gravel. Actually, no, it's like driving on a road with like a bunch of potheads and stuff, or not potheads. Potholes. and potheads if you really want to go that far. And now it's just kind of driving on like a choppy road, but like still really smooth. You know?
Yeah, getting some potheads. Hey, it's one of the things that we always like to do here on GFW Trains is thank everybody who's coming in to watch it. If you're with us, please do me a big, huge favor. Solid for GFW Trains on Fast Friday. Grab yourself some iced tea so you can enjoy hanging out with us, relax, kick back. Smash that like button if you would, right, George?
Smash it.
Smash that like button. And let's give everybody who's here a shout and a whistle blow. So if you hear your name and you haven't, if you hear your name, please smash that like button, and we'll give you a whistle. That's something that we traditionally do here all of the times here on GFW Trains. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for having a good time. I hope we're having a good time. Hopefully you are too. So we've got Aaron Keyblad in the house. First in the door. Thanks for swinging by, Eric. CSXGEET44AC says hello. We got North Penn Steam Productions in the house. North Country Trains, who just had a 300 subscriber special just the other day. With live stream last night, we couldn't get on the live stream because we had baseball, lots of baseball going on in our house. But congratulations on that, North Country Trains. If you haven't checked out North Country Trains in our rail banner, he's got some really, really good stuff. He usually does a little lead in over there to our channel. So check him out. He's one of our favorites here. We've got, as along with a lot of other people that are our favorites on here. We've got Aaron. Oh, we got Aaron. We got Rail Fan Kimball's in the house. Good to see you, Rail Fan Kimball. Conroy8098's in the house. Says it's official. He's paid off his vomit bonnet. Good job on that. Chris Lambert's in the house. Saying good evening. Late start. Hope everyone's having a great summer. We're having a great summer. How about you, George?
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's going so well.
Slag Cat, Chesapeake and Ohio Railroad says hello, GFW Trains. Let's see. Did we already get Curtis Holman in the house? Probably did not. Even if we did, we're not stingy around here with a whistle. So thanks a lot for coming in. Again, everybody, if you haven't already, please smash that like button for us. That's huge for getting the stream back out on the algorithm. So, yeah, smash that like button if you would for us. Grandpa George Roberts in the house. Says hello, guys. Hope everyone's having a great summer. We're sure having a great summer. Catnuts, Southern Yankee Railroad says good evening all. Well, good evening to you, Catnuts. Thanks for coming in. North Country Trains is asking about overheating with StreamYards. We get that problem too, but so far so good on ours. Maybe that's why we're having audio and video trouble, but I'll touch back and look around with you on that one. Yeah. So, Alaska 3 Railroads in the house. Good evening, everybody. Finally, a Friday that I'm home, and GFW is on. Stars of a line. Good stuff. Well, welcome. Yeah. Hope you're having a good time. Everybody who knows the game with George Johns, you got to take a drink. So that's the first drink. Let me get that. Oh. George gets the captain seat, so he's the one that's got the drink holder over there. I got to lean over to get mine.
Captain.
Captain. Yes. Let's see here. Where are we at?
We're on Davon.
Davon McKenzie's in the house. How you doing, man? Good to see you here. DB Tech's in the house. Great. Aaron likes my shirt. Thank you there, Aaron. You know me. I love my Hawaiian shirts. You love my Hawaiian train. I like train shirts.
You know what?
Tell me what.
You mind doing the whistle real quick? I'm gonna go do a chain.
You're gonna do a quick chain for George. All right. So I'm all by myself here, George. Let me run this town all by myself. So who else we got? We got We got Slag Chesapeake, Ohio Railroad. We got Radar Denny's in the house. Happy
Maybe.
Friday to you, Radar Denny. Good to see you. Slip School 131. Good to see you. Hopefully you're enjoying your weekend. If you haven't already, check out the link below to see this beautiful, beautiful 737 fuselage kit that he's selling, because it is a really neat product. And keep your eye on the horizon here at GFW Trains, where we're going to do a really cool video, or I'm hoping a real cool video of that. That's some ways to go yet before we do that. So, Demon Tech was commenting we got a little bit more on the scenery done. That's right. We got that second level going, and we got a little bit more behind us. Slowly. We're getting her done. What else we got here yet? Some people say we can't hold our focus. Our mic is not good. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully we got that all fixed out. Robert Searcy's in the house. Yeah. Thanks for coming and seeing us here. North Country Trains. I like that Broadway Limited up there at the top. I like that one too. That's my favorite train. Let's see here. Alaska Free Railroad. It says that the 737 just got downgraded to the 737 Mini. That's right. Train Finder Craig's in the house. How you doing, Train Finder Craig? Thanks for coming in. J.R. Pruitt, thanks for giving us a little heads up about the picture and sound. Hopefully we got that squared away, but welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. I really am happy that you're able to join the Trainiacs of the GFW Train Nation. I want to get to that in just a second, because we got some important news about York, because we are going. We are going to have a tailgate there. I see Isaiah Hawkins in the house. How you doing, Isaiah Hawkins? I'm way behind here, guys. So this says we're good in California. JR Proof. So that's good. So my dad says it's slow signal. All right. I like it. Alaska Free Railroad. Checking in, saying the mullet's loud and clear. Gotta give you the whistle on that one. Yep, the mullet's getting giant. And he just got a cut yesterday, believe it or not. Isaiah Hawkins, birthday today. Watching the GFW Trains live stream on my birthday. So that's some good deal there. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Isaiah Hawkins from GFW Trains. Happy birthday to you. Hopefully we're still going. So where are we at? Oh, George is back. He's knocked out our video to the television set, but I do believe that we're rocking and rolling here with the camera still as it be. So we're back. We're going. JR Pruitt's in the house. From Texas. Love that shirt there, George. Love that shirt. Happy birthday again, Isaiah. Glad you're spending time with us here on GFW Trains on your birthday. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo. Conrail's asking if we got hit by some storms. We didn't get hit by too much storms the other day, that derecho. So, yeah. So, Ken Nuts, another one of our favorite state channels, saying that he just passed 80 subscribers this week. Boy, congratulations on that one. And if you haven't seen his channel already, go over there and check out Cat Nuts at Southern Yankee Railroad. Love his stream, love his content. He is a regular watcher here on GFW Trains and a regular content provider here in the community. Ooh, now I'm seeing on how choppy we are. Guys, we're going to re-up this, and hopefully that'll work out, because I can see that our camera isn't doing so good right now. Maybe that we've been having some real bad internet here in our area. hopefully we're back, and hopefully we're got a better picture this go around. So, again, congratulations to the Southern Yankee Railroad for hitting that 80 subscriber mark. So if you haven't seen him, or if you haven't seen it, seen his channel, hit that channel and let's go. Grandpa wants to know if I should buy that Monon Pacific. I think I like Pacifics. I like Monon. Rock and roll, Grandpa. That would be a good purchase. DB Tech saying, what about me? What about me? Hit DB Tech up too. We got a lot of great channels on here. In fact, I always say this is time for my my speech. Guys, we have a lot of really cool YouTube channels on here, man. A lot of really cool YouTube channels. And it was really neat that we're able to come together. We were able to create this really cool community when COVID has happened. If there was one bright side of that, this stay at home, was that we had a chance to run trains, build train routes, and everybody that like this has done it too. And we've been sharing, and we've created a really cool community on YouTube. And now that the world's back to normal, or at least getting closer to normal, let's keep this ball rolling. I know it's a little bit harder. I know here at GFW Trains, we're not able to do it like we used to. In fact, when we first started, we were doing this every single day. And we're doing it just about every other week. Hopefully we can get one in next week. George won't be here. Maybe I can get him to do it remote or something like that. I'll be here. I'll be on GFW Trains next week. Maybe I'll scoop up old G, George, and I'll get the other George Worker to help me out. How's that one sound? So anyway, please, guys, let's support each other. Let's watch each other's content, see the people that are on here, and check out their channels, because it's really important that we keep the synergy alive, and it's going to be really helpful not only for our community, it's going to be helpful for the hobby. So keep her rocking and rolling, everybody. Keep her rocking and rolling. So, all right. Train Finder Craig says, well, I bought the entire research department, basically about 50 binders with all of the photos of real and model trains that MPH ever made. Wow, that's nuts right here. That's really cool. I forgot they had
another auction.
Yeah, I thought the auction was still a ways away, but I guess not. I forgot all about that.
Train Finder Craig, always getting the prototype.
Right. So let's see. We have Gibbs in the house. Thanks for coming here. The train show. Isaiah Hawkins is talking about a train show. We've got a train show coming up next Sunday. Sunday. We've got DuPage coming up out here. So looking forward to that. That one's going to be really good here. Harry Rawls Productions in the house. Welcome, Harry Rawls. Good to see you. Thanks for checking out the stream tonight. I'm way behind on the comments at this point, guys. Mom's in the house. Welcome. I'm going to try and catch up here real quick. Train Finder says he's got a lot of blueprints and everything like that. We're going to have to see some of those. Have you on the stream to check that out. Harry Rolls Production. We'll get your whistle. There you go, Harry Rolls. Sorry about that. Thanks for coming in on the stream and enjoying us. Grab a iced tea. Grab something cool to drink. Relax. Kick back. Let's talk some trains and enjoy our model train community. Right, George?
That's right.
George gets paid every time he says that's right.
Yeah, I do. 25 cents for that's right. Every time I say it.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah. So let me get back on track here. Humanity Junction's in the house. Woo! Thanks for coming. Alaska Three Railroad was commenting on your mullet upstairs. Just following that up with, I almost wore the same shirt. I thought I better go one hanger over and for the black one with the F units in case Wally wore the same shirt tonight. Bashing Crisis Subverted. Nice. So for sure. Are you gonna say something here? Let's see here.
I was just waiting to show off the engine. I want to show that off badly.
Well, good, North Country. I'm glad your stream went well last night. North Country had a stream for 300 viewers that he's got there. Grandpa says, ask George to tell about how he snuck a Lionel 736 and 6464 away from me. Wally and Bellum is Bellum turning on something? I think so. George, you're going to have to fill in about that one. What do you say?
So, technically, I didn't steal it from you. Maybe I did, but, just the cute little boy with like, you know, only $100 in his wallet. Was able to get a 736 and a 6464. What is it? 6464
It's a Central Georgia. I want to say it's a 375. I'm not sure which one it is.
for $125. So
Score on that one.
yeah.
Score on that one.
Although unfortunately I don't have any more money. So, but yeah, I did not steal it. I just paid for it with my money, and you just weren't quick enough to get it. Mm-hmm. That's what we're going with.
So congratulations on Conrail for 131 subs and LGL Rail Yard for 520 subs because, again, we're supporting each other. And thank you, everybody, for going to supporting those guys. We got Southern Wilcox Rail fan in the house. Welcome. Grandpa says the page is this Sunday. I don't think it is, Grandpa. I think it's next Sunday. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's it. DB Tech, who also go check out his channel, says that he has got a layout disaster video up on his channel. Go check that out. Barry Rollins says that he went to the Age of Steam Roundhouse yesterday.
That's shoot. I think that's it's like a really nice roundhouse with like the shiny floors. It's got all those super old trains in it. I don't remember the name.
It's got trains. It's got some steamers. They all have wheels. They all go
but you know how like a lot of roundhouses have like
steam engines are black.
All right. You asked me, and I'm just trying to describe it to you.
All right, describe it.
So it's got like really nice like shiny wood floors in it, and because you know roundhouses don't have really nice shiny wood floors in it.
Where is it?
I think it's in like Maryland, right?
Okay.
I don't know. That's all I know.
All right. Well, Tim's Trains in the house wants to. There we go. We got a GG1 horn there for Tim's Trains. All right. So Grandpa George wants to know what your PFE reefer count is, George.
My PFE reefer. Oh shoot, hold up. I don't know. I think I'm at like 21 reefers now.
Dang.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh shoot, I can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think I'm at 21. I only have 9 on the train right now though, because I didn't have enough time to put them all on the photo screen. But yeah.
So yeah, George, on the last live stream after I left, I know that a bunch of that you were going through that catalog and the Line Out catalog. There was a lot of neat stuff on there. Grandpa was talking about a special order, Mona Pacific that's being sold through Mr. Muffin's trains. And Isaiah Tompkins says that $18.99 for the Strasbourg 90 while it destroyed itself.
You see, I think that Lionel should have done the Strasbourg stuff sooner.
Oh yeah, that Strasbourg stuff is
Dude, that's
so
gonna
popular.
like be the most popular thing in the catalog, and like, honestly, that's gotta be like the highlight of the catalog. Behind the cab forward, of course. The cab forward is obviously the coolest thing in the catalog, but yeah. So I think that there's a lot of neat stuff in that catalog. And I think it's cool that they're bringing back the DD35. But one thing I think Lionel needs to do, I think they need to make the B unit for the DD35.
Oh, that would be kind of cool.
And then sell it, because they already have the GP39 tooling, or GP35 tooling, the 844 tooling. So all they have to do is just tweak the tooling for the DD35 and make the B unit, and they could sell it as a set. 2 GP35s with the DD45 or DD35B unit. How they originally were sold as.
That would be really, really cool.
I don't think it would be that hard. Another thing that they came out with was the cab forward, which I was drilling over. With the daylight and what's the other scheme? Like the New York Central, like black and gray scheme. Yeah, it looks really stupid.
Welcome to the Stream Train Addict 465. He's just rolling through the door. Do us a favor, smash that like button, really helpful for us. But yeah, there's some neat stuff in that catalog, isn't there?
Oh yeah, plenty of neat stuff. a lot of it's just like older stuff that we haven't seen in a while, which is okay because you need to improve on those electronics every once in a while. But yeah.
Speaking of new stuff, I don't know if you actually. I think you might have been the one that told me this. Menards finally came out with an engine.
I was hoping we could get one. They only make 200.
Did they really?
Yeah. It sold out within like 2 hours.
I didn't even know it was coming out. Otherwise, I'd have gotten in line. But it's really nice. It's only $130. It was an F unit, wasn't it?
Yeah, an F unit, and it was similar to the Lion Chief stuff. So it had the same similar like.
Oh, the electronics, the Bluetooth electronics, right?
Yeah, but I don't think you control it from your phone. It was just similar to the like the remote. The remotes were very similar, and from what I hear, I mean it's really cool. You know, and you can't really complain for $130. You know, it's a Monon F or not Monon, Santa Fe F unit. I watched RBP Train's review on it. One thing that I don't like about it is the horn. It's like, rah, rah, rah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to take a look at that.
But it's really cool. I think it's a little bigger than the post-war ones. And compared to the post-war ones, it's really like detailed, but compared to a scale one, I mean, it's like a perfect like in-between, if you know what I mean.
Right.
It's really cool. But,
Well,
yeah.
Welcome to the stream, CSX GE ET44AC, as well as NorCal Railfan Productions. Glad you're here. My grandma wants to know if anybody on the stream got one of those Menards engines. I'm curious to find out some more about that.
I have a friend who actually, a couple of my friends have one. My friend Jason, who works at Menards, was able to get one.
Really?
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah.
So, somebody else wants to know how that word goes again, George? Or as they call it in Alaska, the Jorn. Got lots of fashion stints here on Fast Friday at GFW Trains. Green George's American flag shirt, my Hawaiian train
No, I'm
shirt.
just like styling and profiling.
So LJL wants to know, George, Larry Wines wants to know, what's your favorite steam locomotive at Steam Town?
I bet you can guess this.
It's 2 words.
And it's big, and it's a boy.
Ah, yes.
I do like the Berkshire they have there, though, too.
Well, that is cool. Train Master 04 is in the house. Says, hey, boys, what's cooking? Also, wow, I've not been on here in a while, but my goodness, you guys have been busy. Yeah, we've been working hard on the training. Haven't necessarily been doing a lot really recently, but we were at our nose to the grindstones for a while. And unfortunately, that's one of the reasons why we actually haven't been doing any train races, because a lot of the mods to the train layout made it so that we could have some cataclysmic failures when we've been doing the train races. So probably won't be racing tonight, but we'll be hanging out, chatting, drinking some iced tea. Love my iced tea.
All right. Can we show the engine?
Let's do this. Okay, so NorCal says, yeah, why don't you go get that? Yep. Let's see. So talking about that Menards engine, accelerator is too fast, 1 speed, which is go. Interesting.
But you guys got to remember, it's a prototype.
Right.
It's their first engine, and they're looking for a lot of feedback. So, I mean, you know, it would be like if like we came out with an engine out of the box. I mean, it's something that they're not all like necessarily their strong suit. They're a hardware store, not a train manufacturer. Anyways.
Cool. DB Texas just restored a 2025 we bought a couple weeks ago. Well, that's a cool engine. Can't wait to see your video that you make about that restore. I would imagine that you're probably doing that. And Catnut Southern Yankee says the Menards engine has no flywheel on the motor. So the engine is going fast and then it stops on a dime. I have an engine that's like that. It's just really strange how they do it without the flywheel.
Beaver engine, yeah.
Just stops on a dime. I get it.
Anyways, so this is really cool engine because I guarantee you there is not a single one like this. I guarantee you there's not another one like this. It's really cool. It's a K-line locomotive. We've been really hitting it with our K-line engines. And it's a repainted K-line locomotive that they came out, and I think you could get this as a K-Line Collectors Club piece, right? And this came out. But we have the original version, and now we have this modified version, and this is really cool. So I'm gonna grab it real quick. So here it is. It's a nickel plate 040. It's really, really cool. The guy we bought it, we got this on the OGR forum.
Yep.
Would you say we got a good deal on
I
this?
think so. It's a really neat piece. It's a train master command control that's been upgraded to cruise command.
Cruise command, yeah.
Yep.
So, and it's really cool because it's shortened the tether bar too. So it's not like all loopy like on the other one.
It's a neat little switcher because it's got operating couplers on both ends.
Which is, I think, another reason why you bought it.
Right. That's one of the main reasons why I bought it. Because they're really fun switching engines that you can use. They operate around the layout. The cruise commander, it runs at a really nice speed. Open up both the couplers to get anywhere on any of the curves. Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff.
And yeah, it is from Gunrunner John. But yeah, and so the cool part about this too is K-Line engines. I love the pieces, man. They got some of the greatest engines for some of the cheapest prices, right? But the only problem with K-Line engines is they got one speed, fast and stop.
Yep.
And so the cool part about this is you can run this creeping, or you can creep. This engine creeps real well, and it also stays the same speed all the way around the layout, which is something that you don't see in a lot of K-Line engines. So, and as it's upgraded, so yeah, it's really cool. I'm gonna put this on the track real quick so we can show everybody.
Right on, right on. Hey, we've got a special friend here, our man Jay Baylor. Give him a whistle. Jay, thanks for joining us on the stream. He's wondering if you have a special 2016 Chicago Cubs World Champion train, George.
We don't. We sold one a couple of years ago, actually.
Well, it wasn't the World Champion train, but we helped buy one for a fundraiser at an auction that we had for the Train Collectors Association. So yes, but it would be cool to get one of those. That's for sure. We might have to trade it away today, though.
Yeah.
Jay, if we had one, we'd have probably had to trade it away today.
Yeah, we trade it for a box truck full of ramen noodles
And an A player that
nobody knows about.
Right. Yep, LJL, you're right. It is actually a Pennsylvania Railroad A5 class. It's been redone into nickel plate. And it's a beautiful little nickel plate. George is showing that one off right now. Cool whistle, nice smoke. Jay says, hey, they got some very good prospects. What about the trains?
I don't know.
Actually, we're not giving up on the train now. It feels like the Cubs gave up on a lot of stuff today.
Oh yeah, they got rid of. Okay, I understand like the whole rebuilding thing, but like they got rid of like their like Cubs players, like the people who make the Cubs. You know what I mean? Like Anthony Rizzo, Chris Bryant. Like you can't get rid of those guys. They are like the Chicago Cubs. Like people know them. And when you think of the Chicago Cubs and you think of the players on the Cubs, you think of those people.
Right.
Does that make sense? I mean, even Javi Baez too. But like, it's just. Anyways.
So switching gears, Trainmaster 04, I really like this, and I appreciate you saying this. It's the same. I also wanted to say thank you both for supporting my channel over a year now. My channel recently broke 500 subs. Well, congratulations on that. That is so cool. And if it were not for you two, I think this community would not exist. Well, that's really neat, and that's very humbling for you to say that. I'm glad that we could play a part in it, and I'm glad that this community exists, because I know that it's kind of a solitary, thing. Trains, especially young men and women who are into trains, and it's really neat that we've been able to come together and coalesce through GFW Trains, Fast Fridays, and everybody else putting up their trains and everything like that. And please support each other. Check out Trainmaster 04's channel, because he has got a really, really cool set of content on that channel. So speaking of cool content and a cool channel, JD Stuck's in the house. Good to see you.
Wait.
Jason, getting the whistle. And that's right, Jason, that is a Boeing 737 straight out of the slip skull hanger. And for those of you that are wondering about that, it is a neat scale model of 737. If you're interested in buying one, there's a link down below. Jason had a chance to see this and did some reviews on that, and thumbs up on that stuff, and now it's our turn. He's giving us a chance to take a look at this train, or this fuselage, and give our report on it. And so far,
Really cool.
so good on that one. Yep. Yeah, funny, everyone's talking about those trains. The one question is, who wouldn't come straight? So, by the way, getting back to Jason just had a big celebration live stream, and congratulations to him for hitting that subscriber mark. It's really cool to see. And again, another big part of our community, as everybody who's on these live streams are. We enjoy you being here. We enjoy being part of the community. We enjoy having a mouth in the community. Having a voice in the community.
I got a
mouth. And in fact, the good news is, I just put in for some campsite at York, George. We're official, man. We are going to have a campsite on the York Fairgrounds, and we are going to have the GFW Trains tailgate. What do you think of them apples? Nice. And then the other thing that we're going to be having here in a couple of weeks, we are going to be having a GFW Trains open house, because our good friend Stephen Kofel's driving out from Long Island, New York.
He's driving.
Yep, he's driving out.
Oh.
Yep, and I hopefully we'll have him live on the stream here. We maybe not. I'm not sure, but I think that when he's here, we're going to have a GFW Trains open house and barbecue. So everybody, please keep your eyes peeled on the GFW Trains YouTube channel. And if you're in the Chicago area, or even if you're close to the Chicago area, we'd love to have you out. And I think we're going to have a little barbecue, cook some hot dogs. Welcome, Stephen Kopel, our good friend from Long Island, and it'd be fun to have everybody here. We can run some trains. So what do you say about that? Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be amazing balls. Yes, that would be so cool. And I can't wait for everybody to see our amazing train.
Yeah, I am too. So, and thank you, Jason, for sending everyone here after your stream. Appreciate that. We've been kind of up and down as the times that we do our stream, so we watch our view count go down. But it's nice to have so many people here. It's very humbling that people actually come and watch us. I would never have thought that we would get to so many streams or so many live streams that we have. I mean, it's been well over a year now, right, George?
Oh yeah, it's been almost well over a year. We're dang.
Right, and over 130 live streams that we've been doing this, and still rolling, still having a good time, right?
Yes, sir. Always having a good time. But this is
And since the beginning, since day one, we wanted to have a get together at tailgate. So I think it's going to be good. Keep your eyes peeled on two things. One, the open house that we're going to be having here in a couple of weeks. It'll be really cool to have everybody over and have some hot dogs grill out in the backyard. Welcome Stephen Kopel and start doing some meet and greet. We can get down in the basement here, run some trains. You guys can see the GFW Trains Worldwide Studios. And then also make sure that you put York on your calendar. Join the TCA. Get to York. Because we're not only going to have a York tailgate, I am going to see if we can not only get that, but we can get some neat things up on from the TCA out at the museum, and some special events from the TCA for the YouTube community. So that's on the goal. I've got a little while to do that. But check out the TCA. There's a link down below. For those of you that don't know what the TCA is, it's the Train Collectors Association. It's a club that we belong to. And one of the divisions in the TCA throws the York Meet, which is the biggest train show in the nation. And it is really cool. And we're really cool to hopefully be having a really neat open house out there. Or not open house, but we're going to have a tailgate party. Yeah. We're going to have our RVs out there. We're going to have some food. We're going to have some drinks. We're going to have a great time. Hopefully we'll get some GFW Trains t-shirts. Maybe have some GFW Trains t-shirts.
Oh, can we get the t-shirt cannons?
T-shirt
shoot them
cannon.
at
Boom.
people.
Boom. Boom. Right. So good times. So switching back to trains, LJL's always into those British trains and says he wishes to make some British trains. DBTech says, do I need to make my York reservations now? You bet. They're up and going. You can get your memberships online. You can get your tickets to York online. So make sure. So, yeah. People, they must be talking about that 737 car. I'm a little bit behind on my comments.
Grandpa was bragging about a car that was designed to race at Daytona Beach.
Yep, 58 Pontiac. Heard about that one many times. So yeah, it's gonna be cool to meet everybody out there at York. It's gonna be good. Plan on coming with father and a friend. Will we be there on Saturday? Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
Oh yeah, cannot wait for York, man. Train Fest, Train Fest has always been my number one and may still be my number one. But York is gonna have to substitute for Train Fest this year.
So we're gonna take it up a notch, man. We're going to take it up a notch here at York. We're going to do some tailgating, have some fun, meet some people. It'll be really good, really good. In fact, I think it'd be fun to have a live stream out there.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Straight up live stream while we're at York. Maybe even have the live stream in one of the halls.
Oh.
And
that would be cool too.
People can come by, show off the trains that they've got. We can share some stories, and I think that would be a good time, huh?
Yes. Yeah, I think it would be too. Can't wait to go to York, dude. I'm just dude. Oh man. Anyways, but yeah, that is definitely going to be a fun time.
Well, North Country, I gotta say, one of the things you're right. It's not an HO like you like to collect, but it's a really neat place to see friends and meet and greet and everything like that. Even if you don't, there's always something to see there at York. And not only is that cool, but right around the corner from York, in Strasburg, is the Train Collectors Association Toy Train Museum, right by the Strasburg Railroad. So I think there's lots of other really cool things there to see and do. So, and as my wife, George's mom says, please do us a favor, smash that like button if you're just rolling through the door. That will really help us out in terms of getting this stream back out on the algorithm for the people that weren't able to see here with some reminders. Timothy Kennard saying, my channel on the Monday. You're going to have to give us some more information on that because it sounds like you got something really cool coming on. So give us some more info on Monday. Right.
Button smash. That's right.
Right. CSX GET44 AC says we should come out to Middletown, Ohio tomorrow. We're not going out to Middletown, Ohio tomorrow, but we are fixing to go out to the Fort Wayne Railroad.
Oh.
Yes.
That'll be cool. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, man, I was told about that today. I forgot. Dude, I cannot wait. So you got to tell me more about this, Papa.
Okay.
Like, wait, are we allowed to talk about this?
It's going to be really cool.
So, apparently, according to Papa, I'm going to drive 765.
That's right. That is right, everybody. So at the Fort Wayne Railroad, they've got an open house on August 20th through the 22nd. And we're going to be there on the evening of the 21st. And we're going to be there on the afternoon of the 22nd. So if you're out there, you're going to have to join us out there because it's going to be really cool. But one of the best parts about this is I made arrangements that myself, OG, and George, we're all going to be driving the 765 at this open house.
Well, how does that work? How?
Have to pay a lot of money.
Well, yeah, but like I'm talking about, like, how do you get those connections?
So they have the open house, right? And at the open house, they've got sessions, even before the open house and after the open house there at the Fort Wayne Railway Museum. And they are having people operate, showing them how to operate live stream. And they have it. You run with an engineer, just you, or the engineer of 765. So you'll be able to operate. And you'll be a step ahead of the game because you know how to do that stuff. So, yeah. Driving 765, George.
That's going to be so cool.
How about it? I'm excited about that myself. Let me see if I can find the description of what they're doing, George. So, travel time in the yard. That's what they call it. It says, travel time will let you live your Dream as the engineer of historic steam locomotive 765 at our restoration facility during the 2021 Railroad Open House on August 20th, 22nd, and 21st. Each session includes 30 minutes of locomotive operation on several hundred feet of our facility trackage under the supervision of our crew. Pull back on the throttle, whistle off, and learn what moving 400 tons of machine really feels like. All participants must be 16 years or older, with a valid driver's license, and be in good health. No cell phones or guests will be permitted in the cab. Friends and family are welcome to watch from the ground. Parking and boarding at 15808 Edgerton Road in New Haven. Good times, good times. How cool is that, huh?
That's really cool. I can't wait. So August. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Do you know what day we're doing it on? Like
Yes.
20th or?
Yes. You're doing yours on Sunday, and I'm doing mine on Saturday.
Oh really?
Yep. So we'll be out there on the 21st. So anybody who is here wants to join us, we'd love to have you out there. It would be cool to hang out. And then on the morning of the 22nd, you and Grandpa are going to be doing your that steam engine rides.
Oh boy. Oh, I can't wait. It's gonna be so cool. Dang.
How about it, huh?
Listen, where'd you hear about it? Like, was it just like something?
I got an email and it sold out within 15 minutes, but I was able to
Really?
get in and get two of them. And then it didn't. There was one left. And I was able to scoop that one up for myself. Everybody drink. There's another yawn from the George.
That's so cool though.
Hey, ours trains in the house. Welcome there, Corey. Thanks for coming by. All of you that are new in here, smash that like button. Love to have you, love to have you do that for us. I'd appreciate that.
Dang, but so you guys told me like we were at the baseball at the Rockford Beaches baseball field. You guys told me, and I was like, what?
Yep. I told George this afternoon, so I think that'll be neat. Well, thanks for joining us, Train Master 04. We'll see you around the roundhouse.
But yeah, oh man, this is gonna be so cool. But yeah, Monday Club.
Another drink, everybody. George, getting on the yawn time. It's late. It's been a long day. George said we had to play baseball. George had a pretty good baseball game. So what I want to know at the end of the day when we're doing this, after we've driven 765, you've driven steam engines a lot, but they're smaller steam engines. And I want to know how different is it going to be from driving Bilko's 84 to driving one of the most massive steam locomotives on the face of the planet. Might be the most massive coal-fired steam locomotive on the planet.
So, okay, this is gonna be my my prediction. I feel like it's gonna be the same with the same concepts, although you're doing less work.
Yeah, I bet you're right. Why don't you explain to everybody why you would be doing less work, George?
So, many people will say that driving a 7.5 gauge engine is is easier than driving a real engine. And while I've never driven a real steam engine, I sure know that you're doing a lot less than you would be in a 7.5 gauge steam locomotive. So, and I'm sure there's a lot of hard things that you'd be doing in a real steam locomotive. You know, I don't really know all the rules and regulations, but I do know that with the 7.5 gauge locomotives, your steam locomotives, you're the engineer, the fireman, and the brakeman all in one.
Right.
And I feel that like the 7.5 gauge locomotive and the real locomotive, they're going to be the same things and they're going to be the same concepts, although they're going to be in different spots. So
Okay,
you know how
right.
the whistle on the 7.5 gauge locomotive is on the side of the engine.
Right.
And you're the drivers, where the whistle on the real locomotive is going to be towards the cab, more towards the top of the engine. So, and it's obviously going to be different in that sense. I also think there's going to be like the throttle is going to be a lot different in terms of the way the locomotive responds to it. And I think it's going to be. I think it'll be something that it'll be just learning something entirely new, in my opinion. Because although I've driven the 7.5 gauge stuff, it's totally I feel like it's going to be totally different. Just the layout, learning the layout of it. If that makes sense.
Oh, right. Well, good night, North Country Trains. Thanks for hanging out with us this evening. But yeah, you're right, George. I want to see what the translation is between the two, and then how, like it says, 400 tons, George. 400 tons.
It's crazy.
And switching gears, going back to York, Train Finder Craig, if I remember correctly, said that he actually got a table out there. And we got to talk with him about.
Show off his prototypes.
Yeah. What he's doing out there.
That's really cool. Yeah, I heard Bilko said I thought he was gonna try and get a table too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know he's driving out there in the motorhome.
So I think that I was talking to him the other day, and he said he was gonna try and get a table. I think. Don't quote me on this, but
Cool.
yeah.
Cool.
So
I would like to get a table, and I would like to see if we could get papal dispensation out there. But the table would be to promote GFW trains, and then also to have a couple of live streams at York, where we're talking about like a live radio broadcast at York, but it would be a live stream at York.
that'd be cool.
And so,
yeah. Oh yeah. But anyway.
I think that would be a great way to promote the TCA. They've approached me about trying to do something for the YouTube community out there. So I think we're going to try and see if we can get rolling on something since we're going to be there, and we're making plans where we can do something special for the YouTube community, perhaps at the museum before York.
Yeah. It's gonna be really cool. That's all I gotta say. But
So lots of neat train things out in the back of here coming back online. We've got a GFW Trains Worldwide Studio open house coming up here in a couple of weeks when Steve Coco's out here by us. I think that'll be really cool. In fact, if you're out here in this area for that, we've got the Sycamore Steam Show, which the Prairie State Railroad Club is going to be operating at. Not only that, but it's got the Sycamore Steam Show. It's got the regular steam engines, like farm steam engines. It has a huge show, which is a really, really neat thing as well. So that's in Sycamore, Illinois, and that starts on August 14th, I believe. George will be out there running trains on that same weekend. You're also
it starts on August 12th.
August 12th.
Ends on the 15th.
And ends on the 15th. And I think what we're going to try and do is either on the 14th or the 15th, when Steve Coco's out here after the steam show, have a GFW Trains Worldwide Studios open house. So keep a look on information about that, or at least contact information about that, will be on the GFW Trains YouTube channel. We'll put something out there about that, because I'd love to have some people in this area come by. So especially our usuals, come by and run some trains and have some hot dogs and hamburgers and some Coke or iced tea or whatever we're doing, iced tea. And it should be fun.
Very fun. But yeah, and the cool part about the Sycamore Steam Show is you got the 7.5 gauge steam trains there, but you got those big traction engines. And I have a lot of friends that own these big steam engines, and it's really cool, like watching them operate these engines. And they
Like
bale
steam
hay.
engines, right?
Yeah, they bale hay with them. I've got a friend who owns 5 of them, or his grandparents own 5 of them. And then I got another friend who owns a couple too, and they actually live right down the road, so they'll drive them on the road to the
that's cool. That's cool.
The show. And then they have this other machine that splits the wood with the traction engine. So you hook it up to the machine, and it splits. It's like a sawmill. It's really cool.
Right. So Scotsman Productions wondering if it's him or is George getting taller. First off, welcome to the stream, Scotsman. Glad to have you here. Kick back, relax, grab some iced tea, and hang out. And then there's, I think I'm just shrinking. Either that or it's the camera angle. But yes, George is growing. His mullet's growing.
Actually, not true. I got a haircut the other day.
Still growing, dude. Still growing. If
It's
you can
not
imagine
as
if it was-
bushy though.
Yeah, well, it's pretty darn bushy. KFR Custom Models, welcome to the stream. Happy Fast Friday to you as well. If you're just rolling through the door, please do us a favor, smash that like button. That'll help us out immensely. Smash that. Grandma's in the house. Good to see you, Grandma. And hey, look what we got here through the door. We got James Train. He says, man, I'm so bummed out. I'm on the road, so I'm not in the Mystic Steam headquarters right now. Not sure what the Mystic Steam headquarters are, but I'm sorry you're bummed out about not being there.
Sucks. I am sitting in the higher chair too. The other chair broke the other day on the stream.
It did.
So
yeah, what do you think, Corey? We got the upper loop going. It's not completely finished, but as you can see where the GG1's rolling through right now, that's the ramp where it gets it up there. That's working. The switch isn't hooked up yet, but we don't need that switch necessarily right now. But where, right before where the switch is at, it does look kind of like kinky, or like kinked, where not kinky, but kinked, where the track is there. But there's going to be another switch that comes off of here and goes back to the other side and makes a figure 8.
The switch is right over there.
But we've got 2 lift bridges on here. Both the lift bridges are working. We've got our New York skyline behind us, complete with the Hellgate Bridge. We got the lift bridge. We got Mothra over here. We got Godzilla going. We got King Kong, which is behind George. There's King Kong, right there. So yeah, we haven't been doing anything probably for the last 4 weeks so on the train layout. Sadly, things have gotten busy with summer. George has got his driver's license, so he's driving all around, and baseball's been online, and I've been doing a lot of work with that and trying to catch up with George in baseball. Train Finder wants to know if you got a man bun, George.
I refuse to put my hair in a ponytail and a bun.
Chris Lambert says George is young so many times I've never drank so much iced tea.
Good thing there isn't any alcohol in that iced tea.
Well, you don't know. You don't know. That iced tea, smooth.
Nah, you could tell if there was alcohol in that iced tea. All the texting would be slurred.
I hope not. My texting is my typing is so bad when I'm doing this. Everybody would think that I'm drinking all the time, George.
Oh boy, yeah. Yeah.
The Mystic Steve Railroad is James Train's headquarters. Right
Oh,
on. He's not in his head 6. Oh, I wonder what he's drinking.
Headquarters. Oh, yeah.
TV Tech wants to see the upper side of that second level. I'll do that. Let's see here. We'll turn that camera around. Chris, we haven't put the carpet on the second level. We're not going to put carpet on the second level. That's just painted white. And we've got foam on there as a sound deadener. And the grand scheme of things, George wanted to ballast that. So I think he's going to try and ballast that upper level. And just to take you around here a little bit, George, right here, what we're going to do is the layout is basically it's a double dog bone with the 2 edge top pieces of the dog bone that sit on top of each other. And the upper level, the lower level of the dog bone is here, and then the upper level of the dog bone will start right here. There's a switch right where that A4 is going, or A6 is going right now, and it'll come across here like this. The dog bone will, and switch will come across here, and then loop back up over here, and that'll be the upper level, and that's the part that we still have to get. So excuse the mess that's on the other side of the screen here, but we'll go back this way. So you can see here, and coming back around here, we've actually got a really, really neat accessory, a custom accessory that we're going to put over here that we're just got a couple weeks ago from our friend Terry Balia, which is a rotary a rotary cold tipple. And we're going to put that back over here. It's a custom rotary cold tipple. And as you come over here, you can see this is where we're working on the scenery still, and we've got a lot of our paint stuff. We generally don't show stuff over here. So it's a little bit in the working stages, or we're working on stuff. And as we come around here, this is where Chicago is going to be. Actually, moving back over here, this part is supposed to be Yorkville, where we live. And when we get this done, this will be painted up like Yorkville. We move east across the country from Yorkville. And over here would be the Fox River, which is a river that runs through our town. And we're going to hit Chicago. You can see the beginning of the Chicago skyline being painted in over here. And we've got a lift bridge. The lift bridge is operating. Looks really cool. And then when we get things going over here by where George is at, this is going to be a concept right now. There's the bridge going up and down. but we've got the station here, and there'll be station platforms that go out from. Sorry, guys, that'll be going out from the station over there. And again, that's not the way it's going to look. That's more of a concept. All those green pieces of tape are where the studs are. We need to find those to put that second level on.
Nice.
So, ooh, how'd that happen? Oh, I must have
hit
hit.
the switch. Yeah. Show the stream. Show the stream.
So as I was doing this, everybody, I hit the switch on my if you look down here, that's where our double diamond is on the layout, and I must have hit that double diamond while I was talking on the train stream or on the stream here. So, Georgia, let me reset this double diamond. There we go. So all set there. But yeah, I must have hit that, and look at what happened over here. Boom. But anywho, here where we go over here. We've got a train yard on this side for those of you that are unfamiliar with the Worldwide Studios. We've got a lot of trains stored under there, and as we get the layout together, hopefully we'll be able to store those trains in a different spot. But this is where our station's going to be over here. We've got a bunch of station platforms we're going to put up when we're done. This is where the right here is where the rise on the second level starts. So going this way, again, we've got the second lift bridge over here, and right about where those two girder bridges are, right here, is where the train is. The double dog bone is going to come back over and onto that. So, yeah. Thanks, Cat Nuts. I'm glad you like my shirt in Beto, Florida. Thanks for coming on the stream. Welcome here, and thanks for the compliments on the bridge. And same with the oohs and ahs from LJL and Train Addict and everything like that.
Yes. But yeah, so that's what we got going on with the layout right now. Honestly, I think our layout will be like, once we get that dog bone done at the top, man, our operating on our layout probably will be, or I know it will be really, really cool. Especially if we are able to get a train to go on the entire layout, just like the way it was designed to. That'd be so cool. You know what I mean, Pablo?
Yeah. Ours train says, dang, that's quite the operation compared to last year. But we're getting there. This is kind of what the dream was when we started this. What the dream was when we started doing all of this stuff way back in the beginning. And I'm not a wizard with
craftsmanship, working.
No, with scenery and everything like that. And that's one of the hard parts. But I do love, and I know George really loves operating trains. And that's one of the main things that we have this layout set up for. And that's operation trains and having a lot of fun operating trains. In fact, right now we've got 3 of them running. We could 3 of them running without even paying attention. But with a couple people over here running trains, I bet we could run 5 trains.
9.
I bet we could run 9 trains with enough people. In fact, one of the most fun things is that we've got a loop on here that's set up. I've set it up, and we've done it before, and it's a lot of fun where you can run 2 trains in opposite directions on the track, and you got to switch, and you got to operate, and you got to communicate so that you can run the trains in the opposite direction. So
the cool part about this layout too is once we have everything finished, we'll be able to do on the entire layout. I think we'll be able to run 2 trains in the opposite direction.
Yeah. So one of the questions is, and I'll show this in just a second. George, can you move the daylight over there? DB Tech is wondering if the upper level lifts where the door is on the side, and it does. I'll show you this in just a second. Yeah, James Train says a
We are back.
Sorry about that, everybody. As I was going through this, I knocked the little plug that's on the computer here. It's nice because it's only one plug, but the plug isn't very substantial. So there we go. Yeah, blackout. Well, we're back. We're back. All right. So this is kind of cool. I wanted to follow up with the question from DB Tech. So we've got two lift bridges over here, actually, and I'll have George do the honors. So one, this is where our workshop is behind that door. We've got it set up. Check that out. That's how it lifts up. You leave that one up, George. The other one is where we get in and out of the room, which is right here. So we've got two lift bridges that fold up, and we've got it engineered so that both the top level and the bottom level fold up and down like that. Which, let me tell you, as crazy as it sounds, that was probably one of the biggest feats of engineering on this whole layout, was getting that so that it worked properly and it worked right.
So many people
Yeah.
that we talked to get this going and together.
Right. So Jim Williams from Dream Layouts helped us a lot with that and ideas and how to put that together. But we finally got it done. We finally got it going, and love it. So TV Tech says that's great carpentry work. Well, thank you. Some of that was mine. Some of that was help from our good friend Jim Williams over at Dream Layouts. He was on a couple weeks back. He helped us out a lot with that. But I'm really proud of that, because that's one of the things that makes this layout work so good, and the ins and the outs of that one. So yeah,
Very nice. Very nice.
so sorry about the losing the live stream there, guys. I kicked the plug, but welcome back. For the people that are just coming through the door, Mile High Rail, thanks for checking out the stream and joining us this evening. Grab some iced tea, kick back, relax. Let's have some good time. Have a good time. Thank you for complimenting us on. We got two lift bridges on here. We got those the what would you call those, George? The drawbridges, and
I just lift bridge. Oh, are you talking about these?
I'm not sure if
I just call them lift bridges.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're really, really cool. That's for sure. And it's cool that we're able to do that it's cool that we're still able to do that with the second level on the layout, because I know that was the hardest part in terms of just designing the layout and trying to figure out what went where, and if we were able to do the second level. Because the plan for this layout has been around since longer than I've been alive, right?
Right.
So it's cool that it's starting to come together, and I can't wait to finally, see it in its full glory. That's for sure.
Right. Well, George has been tasked with trying to finish off that dog bone. Hopefully, when his summer starts slowing down a little bit, maybe he can complete the circle on that one. So Slagcat's wondering if that butterfly above the clouds is going to swoop down and grab a train. Well, that's not just
that ain't
any
no
butterfly there.
It's Mothra.
That's Mothra right there.
Yeah.
Mothra's coming to get Godzilla, who's destroying trains.
Yeah, Mothra's the good guy in all the Godzilla movies. Is there?
Mothra's always the good guy.
Yeah.
Godzilla's sometimes a bad guy and sometimes a good
He's
guy.
so bipolar.
Yes,
But
he is.
Mothra, you can always count on Mothra.
Yep. Hey, well, Train Man Dan, welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming by. We're doing great. Happy Fast Friday. Smash that like button if you would. Help us out. Everybody who's just rolling through the door, or if you haven't already, please smash that like button.
Yeah. But, okay, is it just me that Mothra always gets his butt kicked whenever it's fighting Godzilla, though?
No, Mothra beats Godzilla from time. But Godzilla usually beats everybody he fights. But Mothra usually does a good job of getting Godzilla. In fact, Mothra has been a key ally for Godzilla in a lot of movies.
All the ones I've seen, he's always getting his butt kicked.
Oh, you got to watch some more. Hey, there's our good friend Mike Mellon. He's piping in, says, well done on those lift bridges. That would make a great OGR article. Actually, it would. It would make a neat OGR article. I wish I could say I was the carpenter, quite a carpenter doing this stuff, and it was just me kind of hacking away at stuff, using some ideas that were given to me by people like yourself and Jim Williams and my father. And one of the bridges is actually off a layout, or one of the fold-up bridges is off another layout. And I got the actual
ironwork from the layout, and another one was made by a young man who was in my Boy Scout troop. The ironwork that was taking a welding class in high school.
Yeah, it's really cool. Oh yeah, Jake, that was cool when we got that. Jake's a really good friend of ours, so it's cool that he contributed to the layout. But yeah. Mile High Rail says, speaking of OGR article, I was reading an old issue of Classic Toy Trains and I saw your Christmas layout featured, George and Wally.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No, that was before I was born, wasn't it?
Yeah, I want to say that was 2003 when that one came out. Yeah. Yeah, that's a classic right there. That's cool that you saw that, my eye rail.
Those are, oh man, that's.
That was in Classic Toy Trains, right? Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a neat feature. We in my dad's layout built a layout that puts this one to shame. We've got a couple of features on the GFW trains. If you haven't seen it, we've got one with the Polar Express running on it. Actually, we've got 3 of them on there. We've got one with the engineer's view on there, and then we've got
the Polar Express, and then we did the video on it too.
Right. Since Wally looked a lot younger, well, I was a lot younger.
It's almost 20 years ago if you think about it.
Okay. It was about 20 years ago. Yep. But yeah, no, that's cool. Thanks for bringing that up. That is a very, very.
Because didn't you just get your job at the courthouse in St. Charles?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, because you were all dressed up from work. You came over straight from work.
Yep, I thought I had my Lionel tie on, short sleeve dress shirt.
The white shoe, baby.
Yep. So Brendan's train's asking if we had any problems with the boards in our locomotives, George.
We've had a couple locomotives with board problems. Our AC9 is currently in the shop right now, but that had a board issue. I don't know what. We think it's the motherboard, but I don't know enough about it to exactly pinpoint it. And then our Dreyfus Hudson I think it has a board problem as well. Yeah.
But we've set some quick close circuit breakers on our layout that hopefully will prevent a lot of the board problems that that you would generally have. So that prevents stuff. George, why don't you get some of these trains here rolling again? So Grandpa says my layout's super. Well, thanks, Gramps. I appreciate that, Dad. I think it's fun. I like it. Yours is amazing, though. Yours is amazing. This one's cool. And hopefully when we get this done, that it's a slow work in progress. But when we get there, I think it'll be a new train layout. And I think that each one of them, every train layout's got something that's neat and special to the train layout. And hopefully this one will be a neat and special one, and that it'll be cool to operate. What do you think, George?
Oh yeah, honestly, I think the cool part about this layout is the operating aspect of it right now. So as soon as we get that double dog zone finished, it'll be even cooler, in my opinion.
DB Texas, don't go anywhere. He's got to get some more iced tea. Attaboy, get that iced tea and come back. We'll be here. James Trains wants. Oh, there he goes. Grab some iced tea. James Trains wants that SP6 chime.
Oh wait, no, he's talking about this.
Yeah. Nice. LJL wants me to read this comment. Hold on a second, LJL. I gotta find that comment. If I look for the comment, then I lose my train of thought. And George isn't talking. Let it go.
No. Anyway, but yeah.
See if I can find it, LJL. If I don't find it, I'm gonna have to put it up again.
I think that wait, so how long in between the Classic Toy Train article and the Lionel Mason video was there? I think like 5 years, right?
Yeah, they put that up again, LJL. I can find it. No, it was less than that. I don't. Maybe Grandpa can weigh in. I don't remember. So
I remember I was in kindergarten because Grandpa came to pick me up from school.
So it must have been more than that, because that one came out December 2003. You were born in 2005, and it was in kindergarten. And you were 6 when you were in kindergarten.
So, yeah, I think it came out in like 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, Yeah, because I remember he came to pick me up from school, and I got to leave school early. And I thought it was like the best day ever because I was. And in fact, the cool part about it was his grandpa always had a copy of his Classic Toy Trains uh, article of the layout in the back of his car and the Continental, and then he had this like little model airplane that was super beat up because Sammy and I used to play with it in the back. But I was reading that on the way to their house, and it was super cool. I was super excited, and oh man, that was a good day. Because I remember they were filming the video, and Grandma and I were upstairs in the living room, and we played with these. Grandpa's got a box of trains that he used to let me play with in the living room. And I think it's got some nice trains in it, but it's got some like post-war Altos. And Grandma and I would push those on the carpet around in the living room. Yeah, while I had my crystal light in one hand. Oh man, those are the days. Those are the days.
Those are the days. Those are the days. No, that's cool. I love those great memories, dude.
Yes, that was. Oh man, I was so excited too. I thought I was famous. Because if a dude comes in with a big TV camera, that was like cool. And then I told all my friends I was in a movie. Nobody believed me.
I remember that. And then when you showed all your friends, they're like, "There's like I'm a trained dude, man. I am a trained man."
Oh, and then the other part too. That was around the time you were making your Los Humongos videos, right?
Yep.
So I told everybody my dad was a YouTuber too. That was and everybody was like, but yeah.
Little did you know,
Yeah.
VFW trained.
Little did I know.
So it's funny how that YouTube art comes. Like you're really into YouTube. Now you're back into sports and everything like that. And but it's neat though. I don't care because it's neat because the community is coalesced. It's come together. We got lots of people that watch these things. It was so fun going to a train show and when everybody recognizes you. And now we go to TCA meets now. I've been a TCA member since 1994. Been going to TCA meets my whole life. Now when I go to TCA meets, everybody wants to go see old GFW trains, man.
The cool part about the TCA meets now is Papa is now the technology guy.
Yeah, they got the live stream.
Anyways, but yeah, no man, oh, dude, I would give anything to go back to that day, like just relive those moments. That was so fun.
Going to yeah. Well, what are some? That is a cool train moment. What are some of your other favorite train moments, George? Like when you think trains, like some of the best train moments. What pops into your head?
I think some of my favorite train moments were either skipping school or leaving school or going to train fest every year.
All right.
And that
was Schools for Suckers.
Schools for Suckers, and man, we're going up to train fest. If you were to ask me now, if I were to go to Disney World or Train Fest, I'd probably say Train Fest.
Which, by the way, that's where he's going to be. He's going to be at Disneyland next week. That's why he's missing the screen.
Yeah.
Can't blame him there, right?
No,
although we are going to expect some pretty cool video footage of the Disneyland trains. You got me on that one? Got me on that? Attaboy.
Anyways, but yeah, because those are so fun. I remember just waiting for those. I couldn't sleep, dude. I would try and make myself go to sleep early before every one of those nights. And I couldn't go to sleep. Like
Christmas Eve.
I know. It was like Christmas Eve. Except I was excited to get up and go to school. Then leave in the middle of the day. And be like, "Ha, guys, suckers." And then, as I started to get older too, like, I just would skip the entirety of Friday. And it was like the greatest day ever just because we'd be setting up for the show. I don't care if I was working. I would be out of school. And I'd look at the clock and I'd be like, "Oh, all my friends are still in school, and I'm over here setting up this really cool train layout, and I'm gonna run trains all weekend," which is like the coolest thing ever because Train Fest is where I get to show off my trains, and I like showing off my trains. And yeah, so as you can tell, I like Train Fest a lot, and Train Fest has to be some of my coolest memories because of just like, I don't know, I just like Train Fest a lot. But yeah. Those had to have been some of my favorite. And then Grandpa started coming up with us, and that was just really cool because we would put everything down, all the seats down in the back except for one, and we just pile trains in the back of the flex. And I just have my little corner, and I would be, right next to the cab forward that was like right next to me, and then I have the big boy. Actually, we didn't have the big boy, but I have the Class A right next to me and everything. It'd be really cool. But yeah, it's been really good. Amtrak Lover 205. What do you got here, Pops?
I got a couple of things that are kind of neat that I wanted to share with people. The first one,
Sorry, my bad. The other thing that I was really my coolest train memories too was going to Rhode Island with Papa to the convention, National TCA convention. That was really cool because that was probably the farthest I've traveled with just my dad to do a train thing, and I thought that was really cool because I got to ride a Sella. I got to meet a bunch of cool train friends, which were my age, and that was the first exposure I've ever had to people who are like into trains. That or the first exposure I had to people that were into trains that were my age, and oh my gosh, it was just a train convention, man. I was so excited. We got to go to the banquet. We got to go to the open house before the convention. I got to go to the buy sell trade or the trade section, stuff like that. I got to spend the entire week with the New Jersey Train Masters, which is a modular group that it's a 4-H group that's specifically O-scale modular, or it's an O-scale modular group, and I think my head exploded. I don't know, even if the convention wasn't the best, man, that was like the coolest convention I've ever been to. But yeah.
so this is what I wanted to share, and that was a great memory, George. Thanks for talking about that, because that's what's cool about the community, right? That's another thing which is cool about the TCA is it brings everybody together. One of the things that I love about this, and thank you everybody for just, spending time with us, spending time with each other, and helping grow this community. But this is what I wanted to share, and you're just smiling because I had this, and I don't know how old you were. You're probably about 7 or 8 years old when we had this. But I wanted to share with everybody this.
Milwaukee.
Trains to bring to Milwaukee. Class A and Class A's cars.
Norfolk and Southern.
Norfolk and Southern.
Northern Pacific.
Northern Pacific.
Mike.
What's Mike? That's a Mikado.
A lot of cars.
A lot of box cars.
Amtrak's cars. Union Pacific's. Which ones are those?
I don't know.
Blue.
Oh, they were probably the Grandpa's Union Pacific cars.
No, because the last time we went to Milwaukee was the first time he had those out.
Okay.
Blue, New York Central. I think that was the Hudson.
Yeah.
Or not the Hudson, but the Dreyfus Hudson.
Blue?
Yes, blue.
What is blue?
Blue.
The people that don't know.
Oh, it's my very first train. It's a Postcard 624. Tiffany, Ohio 624. What is that? Group Shiver?
Schneider? Group Schneider? I'm not sure what that is.
913 Pennsylvania. Seaboard. Disney set. Oh, I had the Disney set. Cabooses, flat car, hopper cars, gondolas. Rio Grande set. That was a set I got for Christmas that year. Christmas set. Southern Pacific. Barges. Blue tablecloth. Chicago Northwestern. Boy Scout set. And
Something that didn't make the cut.
I think it's because I have it up here, the Union Pacific.
There you go. That's George's list to bring to Milwaukee. Love it. That's such a great memory.
Trying to think, what are the Union Pacifics? Maybe it was the small engines?
Yeah.
Because I don't think I knew
Oh,
about
maybe it's because you've got all of your set. You like the Boy Scout set, the Rio Grande set. You have the Union Pacific
Yeah,
set.
that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Some fine memories there. But yeah, man, dude, There's a couple of videos. If you go back, you can see I had a packing for train test video.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Way back in the day.
Suffern Pacific. I don't even think I had an N. I think it was just Suffer Pacific. Oh no, it's Southern Pacific.
Suffering Pacific.
Sucker Pacific.
The other thing that I brought out, which is really kind of cool, I wanted to share this. But check this out. First, maybe you can bring these up to the. These are actual pictures of that 737 fuselage out there in Washington.
Did you guys
From a
take
trip that we took out there. These are the actual pictures of that fuselage. So you can see the fuselage behind the train there. And the fuselage with the parts car. You can see the parts car behind the fuselage on that picture. Here's another picture of the 737 with the fuselage in front of it.
Did Grandma take these?
I think that somebody who was at the convention took those, and they gave them to us when we bought they gave them to us when we bought the setup that they had there at the convention.
That's
Those are
really
pretty
cool.
neat. Those are the other things I wanted to.
That's really cool. Oh, we cannot see your comment, LJL. No, I took up the cars with the big boy. That's right. Yeah, because last time was the first time you took out the cars. So I remember you love to tell everybody that they were freshly out of the box, never used.
Yep.
And I brought up my Suffer Pacific train. Southern Pacific. Blue tablecloth.
We'll see you around now. It's there, Amtrak level 205. Thanks for coming in the door. And actually, everybody who's just coming in now, if you could smash that like button, appreciate that. That would be a really, really solid you can do for the GFW Trains family and everybody here. Thank you for coming by, Randall Ellison, by the way. Good to see you. So, yeah, all of those memories like that, those are the ones that I love. I love that the memory about going to Rhode Island. That was a neat trip. That was really neat to see you meet all those young men from New Jersey and then just spark up some wonderful friendship with them that are around trains and good times.
That's when I was introduced to Dungeons and Dragons for the first time.
Dungeons and Dragons, right?
The only problem is with Dungeons and Dragons, you need a lot of people, and my friends aren't interested in Dungeons and Dragons, so unfortunately, I haven't played in a while. But yeah.
So yeah, Train Man Dan, if you're just coming in on this, it would be really cool. And I think I'm trying to have some type of meet and greet for you YouTubers. There are two of them, as a matter of fact. One is going to be a GFW Train specific one, where we're going to be having a tailgate after the show. We're going to have a couple of campers out in the camper area, and we're just going to have some drinks, some food, and everybody hang out and meet and greet. And then the other one that we're going to do, and this one's still in the works, to try and have something through the TCA where we can have some type of meet and greet out at the TCA, the National Toy Train Museum that they have out there. So James Trains wants to know if you ever ran the big boy on the upper level or on the incline track. The answer to that is
Yes. Dang. The incline track. I think we've. Have you ran it up on its own power?
I haven't ran it up. We tried it once and it didn't fit up the curb, but I just did a lot of just this last week. Did a lot of carpentry work back there. Actually, it was more hacking than carpentry work to get it so the big boy could fit up there. But we haven't tried to operate it yet, just because we've been doing other stuff. So hopefully that's all squared away and it should be no issue. So we run it around the top without bringing it up on the ramp or the pass. What is it? The Wasatch Pass. You gotta have a better.
I think it's Donner or not Donner Pass. Saluda Grade.
Saluda Grade.
Because hear me out. So you know how our layout's going from like Chicago to New York, right?
It's got to be something out east.
Saluda grade is out east,
Okay.
and it was the largest grade on a Class 1 railroad for a while. It was on the Norfolk and Southern.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's closed now, but it's really cool. It's super dangerous. They had to split the train in threes to get up the grade.
Really?
And when you're going up the grade, there are these two switches. They were called safety tracks. When you went up the grade, the switches, as soon as you pass the switch, they'd switch into these sidings. And if your train went runaway, it would just push you back into the sidings. And you would crash in the sidings instead of going all the way down the hill.
Right. Well, hey, good night, Isaiah. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you around the roundhouse. Brendan's Trains, thanks for joining us as we be ordering anything for the 2021 catalog, George.
I don't have any money, so no. Fortunately,
We got a
not.
train show here in a couple of weeks. George will probably be emptying his wallet for that.
Fortunately for the train room, unfortunately for my wallet.
Oh, by the way, George, Grandpa was asking if you were going to be at the Sycamore tomorrow morning
I'm going to Sycamore tomorrow morning.
to get ready for the steam show. Yeah. We haven't worked that out whether we're going to go to Sycamore and then go out to Rockford, or if we're going to George is going to go to Sycamore there, work for a couple hours, and come home. So George needs a job. Everybody needs a drink. Because there goes George yawning one more time.
I do need a job. Fortunately, I don't have one. It's okay. But yeah, so. Oh no.
Oh! Train Finder Greg says, you do such a great job promoting the hobby. You know, it will be even more of a great promotion of the hobby every time we get a super chat from somebody.
What?
We owe them a song.
Can it be like a home show? A home
Nope.
song?
Nope. Got owe them a song, George. And you know what it is?
What?
Super chat. If somebody gives us money, we'll sing for them.
Okay.
All right, what's the train song we're singing?
That's the one. That's the one I
Ready?
was thinking about. Yeah.
She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain. She'll be coming round the mountain. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be driving 6 white horses when she comes. She'll be driving 6 white horses when she comes. She'll be driving 6 white horses. She'll be driving 6 white horses. She'll be driving 6 white horses when she comes. And that's all right. You get
That's
two
all I
verses.
know.
You get 2 verses. I know more.
Oh.
But then it's just 2 verses. 2 verses.
That's right.
You want more super chats, more verses. So Brendan Strang says, unfortunately, my K-Line Shay has a fried soundboard. I've been to your locomotives had that problem for the soundboards.
I don't think we've had a soundboard problem. Actually,
Has.
yeah, and I think actually on our we've actually had 2 sound problems. One of them was on our lineup 2696, our Berkshire. The cherry switch went out, so there's no chuffing anymore. And then we have a soundboard. I think it's the cherry switch on our actually A5, the Pennsylvania one that we have. That one's also something's wrong with it too. I know on the K-Line locomotives though, the boards on them are super fragile. So when you're running your K-Line engine, you have to be really careful because they're known for frying. And so yeah, that's why we have the circuit breakers on the layout, and yeah, just to make sure that we don't fry any boards. But yeah.
Yeah, the quick blow circuit breakers. Oh man, I'm just going back, LJO. I'm sorry we're not able to see it. It's not even coming on right now with something that's been
Interesting.
yeah, that is being censored or anything on the screen. I don't know what was that. Chris Lambert's wondering what we get for $20. George will sing and dance for you, and I'll stand on my head.
What?
That's the one we get for $20.
Man, I'm not, dude. Singing and dancing, I don't know, man.
I don't know about the. That's what I think.
I'm glad on my Z4000 has a surge protector and the main power brakes has a surge protector. Well, I think our Z4000 too, it's got one as well. Or we still got it. It's a friend of ours actually. But we still put the circuit breaker on ours as well. I think there's a circuit breaker on it, right?
On what?
The Z4000 going to the top level, or is it just?
Actually, there isn't a circuit breaker on that one. I don't know if we need a circuit breaker on that though with the Z4000.
Oh.
Quick blows are just for the old ZWs that don't the circuit breakers don't blow real fast for the modern electronics. If I'm not mistaken, that Z4000 already has a circuit protector in it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Ooh.
What's up?
Train finder says for $20 to do a train opera. Like a rocket train opera, George.
Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, so I went over to a friend's house. They were actually after a baseball game. They're at practice. Some friends of mine met, or actually he's going to be my baseball coach in the fall. He met at my practice and we went over to, we went mini golfing with a couple friends of ours, and I will cut my mullet for $500. $1,000. I'll cut. Wait, actually no. I'll cut my mullet for $500. I'll cut half of it for $1,000. So we'll do like half mullet, half no mullet. Anyways, we were gonna go after we went mini golfing. We were gonna go back to his house and play pool. So we went to the basement, right? And I totally forgot this, but he's got piles and piles of American Flyer trains just sitting in his basement. He's like, "Oh yeah, my dad's into this kind of stuff. I forgot you were into it." And he's like, "Oh, you want to see something cool?" He's like, "For my graduation gift, my grandpa's into these trains too, and when I was little, he knew I was really big in, or when I was into it. And so for my graduation gift, he bought me this big boy." I think my head must have exploded, but he pulled out the old K-Line Big Boy. It was an American Flyer one, but it was the K-Line tooling. It was really cool to see. But yeah, they were all making fun of me because I was teaching them about the K-Line, or the history between the K-Line and American Flyer Big Boy.
Yeah. So you're like, yeah, I know all about that.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I got you, bro.
Got you.
Well, Bear Creek will work it. Thanks for the kind words. It's good to be here. I'm glad that we're here doing this as well. Things are kind of gotten busy for us around here, and everybody take a drink, by the way. George, another yawn. Got busy for us around here, so we were doing it once a week, and I think we're trying to get back to once a week again. But baseball, Georgia's got baseball, so yeah. But everybody, please, I think this is a really neat thing that we got going on here with this YouTube community and the model train community, and everybody posting stuff and communicating with each other. So please keep it going. This is great. Watch everybody's channels, support everybody's channels, see great cool stuff that everyone's doing. Check out the people that are on here. Show them the love, showing them that you support their channel by subscribing, and let's just keep the synergy of this going, even though that we're hopefully well past having to stay in the basement and doing live streams every day. But we've still got this coalescence, and we've got everybody from this community going together. So please, let's keep this synergy going. And yeah, keep it rolling. That was not my best speech, but second speech for today.
It's like the vice president of speeches, right?
Yeah, I guess so. So.
My high rail says, is that 737 scale? It is. In fact,
pick it up.
This is a scale 737 fuselage. A friend of ours, he actually was on the stream earlier, Slip Skull. He sells these in kits, and you can buy one, which is really cool. But it's 3D printed, and yeah, so the story behind it is he had this flat car. I think it was an 80-foot flat car. And he's like, I want to make a load for this. So he went online and searched up loads for BNSF flat cars. What came up? 737. Now, he graduated from the University of Michigan State as an engineer.
Just Michigan State.
Oh yeah, Michigan State. My bad. Michigan State as an engineer, and he designed this, and it's really cool. So he's selling these on online right now, and you can purchase a kit.
There's a link in the description below if you're really interested in looking into it. The 3D printed scale 737. Check that out.
And so it's really cool. It comes in, the kit includes all the pieces to fit the 737 fuselage onto the flat car. So it comes with this like little bumper thing. For the front of the flat car, it comes with these stands so it doesn't roll off. And you can glue them to the flat car. He doesn't have them glued on the flat car just for transportation purposes. And so, but what you'll need to get is 2 Atlas 80-foot box cars, or not box cars, flat cars, and it'll fit just right perfect with the fuselage. The reason why you need 2 is because if you have any less than 2, you won't be able to run it with it just won't look right with the train. It'll be the fuselage will overhang from the back of the flat car. But when you buy a kit, it comes with 4. It comes in 4 pieces. Here is the front of the fuselage, and it has these little grip things, or not grip things, but little holes that you can put the fuselage together with. So, oh wait, hold up, I got it wrong.
And it's neat too because not only does it have this fuselage, it's got all of the little detail bits to put on the fuselage as well.
Yeah, it's really cool.
We're gonna be putting together a video for this soon.
So yeah, here's the fuselage, and when it comes in the kit.
Kit form. And the green one behind us is one that's already done. So check it out. Go over there and check the link below. And again, that's something that supports the young man who is rolling and has got a new good idea in the hobby. So check it out.
Also, for all of you 027 people, you can make the 737 Mini, which I like.
Bear Creek says, I'm a Michigan State fan.
Go State.
Cool 737 load. Go green. We're our Michigan State guys right here in this house, too.
Yeah. We really good. Wait, so would you okay, I have a question. Would you consider Michigan State a basketball school or a football school?
It's always been a football school.
Really?
Yep. Although basketball has really come on in popularity, it's probably right now basketball is more successful than football. But Michigan State was always known as being a football school.
They're in their rebuilding phase right now.
So that guy 75 is in the house. What's up?
Speaking of people I met in Rhode Island, Cody, one of my best friends I met in Rhode Island, and he's from New Jersey. He's part of that 4-H group.
Very cool train master. So welcome. Cody, do us a favor, do us a solid smash that like button. I just was on there. I can't believe this group. Only 37 likes today. 37. One time we got 100.
Hundo.
We need some love, boys and girls. We need some love. So, Train Finder says, I know I graduated from Ohio State, and the entire oh, man. Train Finder Craig just threw down the gun.
Hey, wait. I think we can both agree that Michigan smells like dog poop. The entire campus smells like dog poop. I will never set foot on the University of
I'm
Michigan.
just changing the subject here. Brendan's Train saying, do you have a daylight 442, George?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, we do. It's in the other room.
Yeah, we do have a daylight Atlantic. Yep. So Tommy Fred's Trains, welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming in. Enjoying your Friday, your Fast Friday. Although we're not racing any trains because we've got the layout modified for train operations, kind of the thing to go into. They had some catastrophic failure with some of our trains during train racing on Fast Friday. It's the gateway to the weekend. Grab some iced tea, kick back, relax. Don't know how long we'll be doing the stream here, much longer, but we're having fun, so we'll be on the stream as long as we're having fun. Smash that like button if you haven't already. We've only got 30 of them. So please do us a solid and smash that like button. That would be a really good thing to do.
Here's our Daylight Atlantic. It's the original TMCC version, and it's one of my favorite engines. So yeah, very cool.
Chris Lambert says, Chicago Cub fans, after today, we must be Yankee fans. Well, there aren't any more familiar names on the Cubs anymore.
I was never a Cubs fan. I was a bandwagon Cub fan. I only liked the Cubs when they were in the World Series. I've always been a Tiger fan at heart. So, but Tigers, all I gotta say is I don't really got my hopes too high.
Well, I was just typing in here, LJL saying that he's got to go. I don't know what the problem is tonight, LJL. We haven't even seen some of your comments, but not all of them, and I apologize about that. I don't know why that's doing that, but I'm glad they could join us tonight, and we'll see you around the roundhouse. So, Brendan says, I love the whistle on the Southern Pacific 3000 Daylight. That is a cool cool engine there. Train Finder Craig's just poking the dog, man. Poking the dog. So, Brendan's Train says, I have that Daylight locomotive. Love the tender on it. That is a cool tender, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's really cool. The oil tender is really neat on it. I love that engine. It's really cool.
They know we're excited too. Weekend's here.
Whoop, whoop.
So, yep, we'll see you around the roundhouse, LJO. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Let's do some brainstorming on that collab, all right? That'd be fun. That'd be fun. I'm glad you got a passion for 7.5 gauge.
Anyways, so
Brendan's Trains. If I had to pick a favorite tender, it would be the one on the 3000.
I like the big boy tenders.
The big boy centipede tenders are amazing.
Just the Union Pacific centipede
I'm
tenders.
with you on that one. That one's pretty darn cool. Really, really cool. So we're one of the things we're going to try and do too the week when Steven's out is to head out there to the IRM.
Oh.
And again, if you didn't join us at the very beginning, we had a couple of big announcements. The weekend of April 14th, keep your eyes peeled because we're going to have a GFW Trains Worldwide Studios open house. Our good friend Stephen Fulco is coming out from Long Island. So we're going to invite everybody over. We'll operate some trains here on the GFW Trains, the Yes Railroad at the GFW Trains Worldwide Studio. And hopefully we can have Stephen on the Friday live stream. And also we're just got the tickets back for, but we didn't. We put in the order for the motorhome spot out there at York. So if you haven't already, get in on the TCA, join the TCA, get your tickets to York, because we are going to have a really cool event where we're going to be tailgating there at York. So keep your eyes peeled for that in October. We're just going to meet and greet out there, and we've got lots of really cool things going on in regards to that.
Brendan's Train says, what's your favorite steam locomotive at IRM? Mine would be the Shay. I know the engineer of the Shay. He's actually a 7.5 gauge railroader himself.
Oh, yeah? That one's
Blake.
Blake, all right.
Yeah. Blake, actually both Blakes. I think the other Blake's, he operates another steam engine. I don't remember. It's not at IRM though, but I know he operates steam engine. Or actually, no, I think he might just work for the railroad. I don't know. Either one. I think he's an engineer. But then Blake, I think he's either the fireman or engineer on the Shay, which is really cool. But my favorite locomotive at IRM would have to be the Mallet.
Oh, the Mallet's a cool one. That is definitely a cool one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what mine would be. The Mallet's, the one you're talking about is the Y6, right?
It's the Y3.
Y3, is that the one you're talking about? That is a cool one. I like that Northern, Santa Fe Northern that was out in front of the Museum of Science and Industry.
That one's cool.
Yeah.
Little Joe's really cool. They got an AM7 there.
Yep. Well, good night, Radar Diddy. Thanks for joining us. If you haven't, please have a great weekend. Or when I say have it, please have a great weekend, and we'll see you around the roundhouse, all right? There you go. Everybody take a drink.
So let's give us a on the way out.
Campuses are running the Zephyr at IRM this weekend. Oh, wow.
That's really cool.
Maybe we should go out there on Sunday, huh?
Yeah, maybe. That'd be cool.
That would be cool to see. We're out there kind of in that area. That's close to Rockford where we're playing these games. We're closer to Rockford, anyhow.
Yeah, close-ish, yeah.
So Brennan says that his favorite would be the Shea. I see. I'm a little bit behind here.
How many Shea locomotives have I seen? I don't know. I think I've only seen the one at IRM. I think I've seen a couple static ones.
Right.
The only operating one I've ever seen is at IRM.
Yeah. My dudes have a cab ride and a Shea with travel time at our IRM. But I think both of those would be really cool. George has a plan now that he's got his driver's license to go out there at IRM and start volunteering. Hopefully work his way up to be an engineer out there at IRM. He's got some good friends that are already engineers on the steam engines, and he's hoping maybe he can put in his time so that he can work his way up on the operation there. That's what Tim's trying to do, isn't it?
Yeah. I think he works on the Shea with Blake. I think he oils the engine, which is really cool, or lubricates it.
Right. Well, hey, Train Finder, thanks for hanging out with us. Have a great weekend. Always great to see you on the streams. We'll see you around the Roundhouse. Bear Creek wants to know if we're putting a pre-order from Lionel. Not at this point. I think that we may be getting a Lionel piece, or my dad might be getting a Lionel piece. But it's a custom run for Mr. Muffin's trains. It's a Monon Pacific, and he's been eyeing that and really drooling over that one. So Slag Cat's hitting the door. You know what? Everyone's hitting the door. And thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend. We'll probably be closing up the stream here in maybe 10 or so minutes. So thanks for hanging out with us this evening. We're having a great time. We were only planning on doing an hour, but it's been such a fun time to be doing this and seeing everybody. It's always so humbling that people are coming and people like to hang out with us and talk trains. It always is a fun thing to do and one of the highlights of my week.
Yeah, it's really cool. That's for sure.
Brendan wants to know if you ever ran a K-line shade, George.
I've never ran a K-line shade. I've never even seen one on a train.
Good. Well, Steven's checking in. Hey, guys. I don't know how long you've been watching, Steven, but we're real excited about you coming out here to the GFW Trains Worldwide studios and getting a chance to show everything around this area to you. We got some big plans, and I think what we're going to try and do is have a little open house and get some of the guys from around this area to come and say hello, and we can operate some trains, and hopefully we'll have a nice day and get some lemonade and some iced tea and some hot dogs and hamburgers and everything, and hang out and just have a fun open house while you're here. That would be a lot of good. That would be a lot of good, George.
It'd be a lot of good, yes.
It would be a lot of fun and very good. I think that's what I was trying to say. So welcome to the stream, Steven. It's good to see you. Trainman Dan, good to see you, Trainman Dan. Says I think IRM is working on a restoration of UP steam engine to operate.
The Forever Project.
To operating condition. I think it's a 280. But correct me if I'm wrong. What is that, George?
So the Forever Project is a UP consolidation that IRM has, and they've been working on forever. And so basically, I think in like the early 2000s, the 90s, they had been working on it, and it was really close to restoration. And they fired up the boiler, and when they weren't supposed to, and they like brought it, like they moved it on under its own power, nowhere near completion. And you know how they have that like 15-year checkup or whatever. Well, it came to that time, and it was nowhere near finished 15 years later, and they couldn't afford to rebuild the entire engine. So it's kind of just been sitting there, and they've been trying to restore it bit by bit. So, and a friend of mine, Blake, calls it the Forever Project. Actually, I think Trevor introduced me to that, but yeah, one of the two.
Well, good evening, Randall. Thanks for hanging out with us here on the stream as long as you did. Have a great weekend. We'll see you around the Roundhouse. So Bear Creek says I'm ordering the Monon Hobo sound cop for Mr. Muffins. Oh, I didn't see that one. That's the sweet one. Monon Hobo sound cop. Check that out. We're huge Monon fans in this house. My dad, George Borderick here, used to work for the Monon. So we'd hear stories about the Monon. Grandpa, my dad would sing songs about up and down the Monon. That's how you get.
Yeah.
I know that's all I know.
Yeah, that's all I know
Up
too.
and down the Monon.
Yeah, he's got this CD, or I'm not even. It's probably a VHS tape.
Yep.
That he whenever we have an open house at his house, like a TCA, he's got this tube TV in the basement with the VHS player. Slap that in, and we'll hear all the Monon songs. So yeah.
I see what you're doing there, Dad. I see what you're doing.
What's this? What's he saying? What's he doing?
Got the Monon Pacific or the Monon Hobo car.
We got Christmas gifts for you, Grandpa. There are plenty of Christmas gifts in this room that you do not know about. Right, Papa?
Everything's
I bet
fine.
you.
She's a Hoosier lad up and down the Monon.
Yeah, I think we forgot about some of them too. And they might have ended up on our layout.
Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Good times. Good times. So, well, I tell you what, we've been on the stream for here for 2 hours. George has got a baseball game tomorrow and got to get up and first thing go out there and put in some volunteer time with the Prairie State Railroad Club, getting ready for the Sycamore Steam Show, which is another real cool thing that we've got coming up for you, Stephen. We're going to take you out there, the Sycamore Steam Show, I think. And Grandpa, you got to get my Sam and Uncle Bob on help with us to see if we can get a flight for Stephen too while he's out here. So yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. I think Steven would like that. But yeah.
Oh, all right, Randall. Thanks. He says he's staying on until the end of the stream. Rock and roll, rock and roll. So the hobo box cars are cool. I'm gonna have to look that up. I think I'm gonna look that up right here after the stream is done. But anyhow, I suppose everybody, this is as good a time as any to button up the stream. So thanks a lot for joining us. Thanks a lot for being part of this community. I tell you what, please, everybody, please support each other. Let's get out there. Let's watch each other's videos. Let's keep this synergy going. This is such part of this. And I know that there are other channels out there that are bigger. I know there are channels out there that have better content. So that's why it's so neat and so humbling that we can just be a part of this. And it's so nice that you're giving us one of the most precious things that you have, and that's your time and your company to be with us. So appreciate you staying around this evening. Appreciate you hanging out, having a good time with us. We'll see you next week. We won't be with George. It'll be just me, and I might have a special guest on here. But hopefully we'll be back on next week at our usual time, 7 o'clock rather than 8 o'clock. So we'll see you around the roundhouse, everybody.
Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out.
Bash. Rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
We'll see you, everybody. Have a great, great weekend.
Adios.